students who hasn't participated in the science seminar earlier.
ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. صدق الله العظيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah.
A heartfelt thank you to everyone who made it possible today, and of course each one of you for joining us today. I would like to call Abdul Razzaq Farman from class 10th for book review.
Good morning. I, Abdul Razzaq Farman from class 10, is standing here to speak about this book and to speak like how English is easier to understand for the beginners and students. So, in this modern age, English language plays a vital role in our life for basic and higher education and in any stream. An international language can remove the barriers to speak with different people coming from different nations. By learning English, one can be successful in his academics and can get a better position in his career. So, for the very reason, this book has been prepared for the primary school students by bearing the fact in the mind that they lack in English vocabulary, English grammar, and they commit mistakes in speaking skills. So, to begin with, this book consists of few parts. The first part consists of common words with its meanings, English grammar, punctuation, and parts of speech. And second part consists of tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. So these are briefly explained in this book. This is not only for the students but also it is for the teachers, so that they should learn it and explain to the students so that they can understand it easily and they can get encouraged by them for learning the English. This book also consists of verbs and its meanings so that it should be understandable to them, and also it consists of 500 words with meanings which are used in daily conversation. So generally a dictionary consists of 30 to 40,000 words, which is harder task to memorize it. But if we compare, these 500 words are quite easier task to understand for the basic learners and to memorize it. Thank you.
That was an excellent review. Now, to start our program, let me give you a glimpse of what makes Easy Primary English stand for. Whether you are a student, teacher, or someone who wants to improve the commands in their English language, Easy Primary English is designed for clear explanations and practical exercises, even if it simplifies even if the complex grammar. It is packed with examples, tips and techniques and make learning not only effective but also enjoyable. And today we are excited to share this source with all of you. Now I would like to call Mohammed Siddiqui on stage to introduce about author.
My name is Mohammed Omerstudent and I am from class 9th. So first of all, I would like to thank teachers who have invited me for the speech based on an author named Mr. Mohammed AkbarAli Khan, sir. Mr. Mohammed AkbarAli Khan, sir, is an English poet, translator, and author of 12 books, including 4 books which have been written in English, that means spoken English and grammar, and an expert in training of communication skills and public speaking. So he is well-known author of the skills in his language. So his method of training is very simple and it is very effective for people who have learning like easy primary educations, and also for higher level, that means high level people who have been like in colleges. It can be effective for everyone. So his method is very simple. Everyone can learn this book and can amplify this on their lives. So he worked as a sub-editor and senior journalist and a translator in English and Urdu newspapers and TV channels. So, and he has been taking communication classes in which he has taught professionals. He has taught professionals, like for example, he has been taking communication classes to various colleges and schools, and have taught English to various professionals to all walks of life. And his articles and poems have published internationally in Saudi Gazette, Saudi Arabia, and Eternal Portraits, USA, Dream Valley Poetry, UK, and Indian English and Urdu newspapers. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I am Mohammed AkbarAli Khan from 8th class. I want to say a few words about the book, Easy Primary English. The title of the book itself speaks about the book that is easy to speak in English, easy to develop vocabulary, easy to learn English grammar, and easy to write correct English, easy to overcome hesitation to speak in English. And I congratulate the author Mohammed AkbarAli Khan to write such a useful book for school children, and hope it will be very helpful for all English learners and beginners. Thank you everyone.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa ashabihi barik wa salim. Our chief guest, Dr. Sadeqa Omaima Babar, honorary guest, Dr. Shamim Sultana, Dr. M. Anwar, our clear friend and mentor, Wahiduddin Ansari sir, Firasat sir, and the host, Khurram sir, and all the prestigious guests, teachers, friends, and students. To all, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I appreciate all of you to be here for the launch of my book, Easy English for Everyone, Spoken English for Students. Before we start, I'd like to tell you one thing, that English language is mandatory for nowadays for all kind of education, whether it is engineering, medical, sciences, sociology, business, and whatever the field it may. English is must for everyone. So we cannot simply ignore English and go for education. In all the sectors, right now the modern education is in English itself. So in our schools, generally, our teachers used to teach in English language. They are explaining us to the students in English language. But the problem is that while we communicate each other, means the students, they cannot communicate in the English language. Instead, they used to communicate in their mother tongue. Generally here, Hindi, Urdu, Telugu, etc. For the reason is that they lack communication skills, they lack vocabulary. At the same time, when there is an opportunity to speak anywhere, they are hesitant to speak. And our present standard, 10th class, from 6th standard to 10th standard, all the English papers designed in such a way that the book is not at all helpful for you to write the examination. The examiner is asking you to write your paper with your own ability in English language, not from the book. 80% of the paper belongs to your ability in English language. So, to get good marks, to become a professional, and to start a good career, we must have to learn English as a language, in the speaking form as well as in the written form. And one more thing I want to tell you, as some of the students gave a good introduction about me, I really thankful to all these students and teachers and every staff, and especially Khurram sir, to arrange all these things. I want to say that the motive behind writing this book, because I already wrote 4 books on spoken English, but while writing this book, the main reason is that while I was taking classes in IBM school, Dr. Shamim Sultana called me many a times, and repeatedly she asked me to write something which is very easy to the beginners. She means that I have to write something for 2nd, 3rd and 4th class students. At that time, I want to write some few pages for them to understand. But while taking classes to Anjuman school, Urdu medium students and kindergarten, I came to know that students are having some problems. They cannot understand the words, the vocabulary, and the common synonyms. And apart from that, making a small sentence like present simple, I do, we play, they write, is difficult for them. So, the first thing is that the common synonyms are really difficult for them. For example, say, tell, speak, talk, listen, hear, read, study, see, look, watch. All these words, see, look, watch, all is having the meaning dekhna in our language. So when to apply this particular word in the sentence? Listen and hear, both are having the same meaning in Urdu language. If we consult a dictionary, it will give the meaning as sunnah. So when we can apply see and when we can apply watch, when we can use listen and hear. These are the major problem of the students. As right now in the present English, 1,71,476 words are in use. And for engineering, some more words, thousands of words. For medical, some more words. From technology, some more words. So each and every field has some different words apart from 1,71,456, something like that. So it's really difficult for the students to grasp. Not even the students, the scholar cannot able to grasp all 1,71,000. So the question is, how a student can able to understand English language? The first is, for the very reason I gave 500 common words in my book. This is very easy, means very common words a student can grasp for communication purpose. And as I said, I gave this one the common synonyms like say, tell, speak, talk, a and the, in, on, at. Usually we know the meaning of these words, but we are confused when to use these words. For example, the book is on the table, the book is at the table, the book is in the table. Students from primary level confused when to apply these words. So there is a need to give the words with meaning and example to the student so that they can understand. Then this word is applicable here in the sentence. And this is the right. And this information, this book and this, what I mean to say, is very useful to write in SSC examination. So it's not just a primary book. It's very useful for higher standard also. And after that, the tenses. Generally, we are committing mistakes. We means all the people who belong to non-native speaker of English language. All the people, excluding America, except they are having English as a mother tongue. So all the people who does not have English as their mother tongue, they are committing mistakes while using past tense. Because this subject need to get full command. So I gave in my book present tense, past tense, future tense, and present and past continuous. Starting with the word, the present simple starts with only two words. I go, we learn, they write. This way a student can grasp easily. They can start how to speak. Then gradually he can improve himself. I go to market, we learn English, they write Telugu. At the same time, he goes, she writes, he studies. So, and after that, when to use study and when to use studies, I gave the explanation in my book. The same way, the past tense and the future tense. And I tried my level best to give the book in such a way that students from 3rd, 4th standard to 10th standard, they can read it, they can understand, and they can develop their vocabulary, tenses, and they can speak English language. At the same time, I request to the teachers that read the book carefully, give the students the lessons, vocabulary, tenses, grammar, parts of speech, punctuation marks, which is very must for the student to learn, and let them speak. Encourage them to come in the class and come to the stage, means come in the front bench and start speaking in English language. Create a kind of demonstration on this one. So encourage them to speak, whether right or wrong, whatever it may, they have to speak. Then gradually they can overcome their mistakes and become fluent, I mean to say. So I want to say, the main purpose of the book is that students not only become good in the academics, but apart from that, they will get command in English language. There is no need to explain that why English is important for all the fields. Each and every person knows better. So I really thank all the students present here, our guests, and my dear friends, my family member, everyone to come and appreciate me and give me time to say something about the book, as well as encourage me. I appreciate your presence here. Lastly, I want to thank special thanks to Khurram sir. Because of him, only this all gathering is arranged here. He personally took interest in the subject. He gave me time. He listened to me. He read the book, and he gave me courage to introduce this book to you. And apart from that, Wahiduddin Ansari sir, for the last 2 years I am with him, and I want to say something about him, that he is having a good passion for English, Arabic and all the common improvement, as well as he is working for character building. I mean to say that he is the one who is working to develop a good conduct character in the students as per the teaching of Islam. I want all of you to give a big hand to Wahiduddin Ansari sir for his good work. And I want to appreciate the students here, and Khurram sir, I want him to give a big hand for Khurram sir also. Okay. So, I'm really touched with this, you coming here, and I thank you. Inshallah, we can continue. If anybody would like to purchase the book is available here. And for this today, the price is 215 rupees. I'm going to give you the price of 140. You can purchase here or in the office, it's available. So students, try to learn from this book, and not just purchasing, work out in your practical life, daily, in your school, at your home, with your friends, anywhere. Okay then, thank you again.
Thank you, sir, for those wonderful words and for your precious time. Now, Firasat sir, everybody are eager to listen few words from you. Please welcome Firasat sir on the stage. Give a huge
few words about our guest and about the occasion later. And at the end of the program, after boys' program ends, we'll have a brief play on Palestine, because this is a pressing issue we are facing in the world today. So, to begin with, she's Sadeqa Omaima Babar, Dr. Sadeqa Omaima Babar. She is not new to Dawn School. In the year 2018, when I requested Khurram sir to enroll some students, some children from an orphanage called Apna Sahara, Khurram sahab graciously admitted them. Some 20 to 30 students were studying here, and they studied till COVID happened. And they used to live in a remote place in Old City, not very sure whether from Talab Katta or Edabar Chowk. And the transportation responsibilities was taken care by her, Dr. Sadeqa Omaima Babar, for 2 years. So thank you so much for being so nice, ma'am, and you're doing a tremendous job for the society. Apart from that, as somebody told you about her, she's a bariatric physician, means she works about obesity, to reduce obesity, another big problem of our society. She's a bariatric physician, she's a general physician, and not only she's associated with allopathic medicine, she's an expert and trained doctor of homeopathy, Unani, and there is something called Tibbe Nabawi and Tibbe Aima. She's an expert of that also, and she's treating so many patients, and I also send some of the patients to her, and they are, they are cured and they are living a very happy life these days. And I know so many success stories of her as a doctor. Apart from that, she is associated with so many causes. For example, she has a website and a YouTube channel which millions of followers called The Living Verses. It's about, it's an Islamic channel, and where the speciality about her, she's above all the sectarian considerations. She, on her website and on her, channel gave the the statements, bayans, khatabas, tafsir of different sections of Islam. So we all should be above those sectarian considerations. Then only we can say that, as Iqbal said, firqa bandi hai, kahin aur kahin zaate hain, kya zamane mein panapne ki yahi baatein hain. No, we should be above all these sectarian considerations. Apart from that, as I talked about a Palestinian play we are going to see very soon, she's associated with Palestine cause also. She was about to go to Palestine for, there's an organization working for, Palestinian people, and wherever oppressed people are there, Doctors Without Borders, she was in touch with that, and she's about to go, but, she's a mother of 6 children, and they all stopped her from going to Palestine, Gaza, to help them. But your niyat is very good, ma'am. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can clap. There are many other things. I'll, talk about them later. Like, abhi to very, I'm recalling a share. अभी तो चंद लफ्जों में समेटा है तुझे मैंने, अभी तो मेरी किताबों में तेरी तफसीर बाकी है. Talking about the occasion, I met AkbarAli Khan sahab here only through Dr. Fazlur Rahman Khuram sir. He's a very nice person, and that recalled how I learned English. I studied in an Urdu medium school called Asafia High School, not too far from here, where I started learning ABCD in 6th class at that time. So after that, it was very difficult for me to learn English. But my mother, she used to teach in a blind school, and she took a book to our home that called Speedily English Speaking Course. It was a more bulky book than this, and I started learning English from that book. Small sentences were given, so I built on that. Later, I had a friend called Ravi Kiran. I used to talk to him in English. Talking, to reduce that hesitation of talking in English, somebody should be there whom you can talk in English. So I started with Ravi Kiran in Speedily English course, and after that I found some other friends also with whom I talk in English. And sir, my whole career is built on that basic book of English called Speedily English Speaking Course, because my career is built on my ability to translate. Because I'm working in Urdu newspaper, I'm working for a TV channel. My whole work is based on translation. So I owe my life, my career to somebody like you who wrote a book. And I hope that somebody like me will learn something from this book and make his career. Thank you, sir. I dedicate one share to AkbarAli Khan sahab and leave this place. खत उनका बहुत खूब है, इबारत भी अच्छी, अल्लाह करे ज़ोरे क़लम और ज़्यादा. Thank you so much.
Inspiring words.
Now, this is the moment we all have been waiting for, the official book launch. We invite Fazlur Rahman Khuram sir on the stage and the chief guest, Dr. Sadeqa Omaima Babar, to reveal the book. Give a huge round of applause.
Please, sir.
Sir, Wahid Ansari, sir, Mr. Wahid Ansari, sir, please welcome on the stage. Now let's move on with the program. Now I would like to call Abdus Salamand Md Riyan on the stage for the parts of speech, presentation of parts of speech. Give a huge round of applause.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Syed Abdus Salamand,
And we are from class 7.
Today our topic is parts of speech.
First, noun is the name of a person, place, thing, or an animal. For example, my friend name is Syed Abdus Salamand and my favorite place is Saudi Arabia.
Second, pronoun. Pronoun is used in the place of a noun. Example, I like apples, he likes birds.
Third, adjective. Adjective describes, modifies noun or pronoun. For example, cold, chill, hot, etc.
Verb shows an action or a state of being. Example, listen to the word and then repeat it.
Adjective. Adjective modifies a verb, an adjective and an adverb. It tells when, where and how. For example, very, fast, slow, etc.
Introduction. A word that expresses strong emotion. It's a short exclamation. Example, wow, I passed my English exam.
Conjunction. Conjunction joins two words, ideas, phrases together and show how they are connected. For example, and, so, yet, etc.
Preposition shows the relationship of noun and pronoun in another word. Example, I left my keys for you on the table. Thank you.
Thank you.
From our chief guest, Dr. Sadeqa Omaima Babar. Please.
93 or roughly 200 countries. How many countries are there which have English as their own language? How many? Like, not talking about countries like India where English is largely spoken, but can anybody guess? Yeah, how many number? Give me a number. 50. No, not 50. Only 5 countries are there which are English countries, and they are called as, there is a group of these countries called I5. Okay. I5. In those countries are America, UK, Canada, New Zealand and Australia. These are the countries, but their language of 5 countries is dominating over rest of the 195 countries. She talked about Roman. That reminded me a few things. I think Roman is the need of the hour, but I personally don't like Roman, sir. But it's not your fault. It's our society's collective fault that we forgot Urdu. Like, we are not giving much importance to Urdu language. You know, people say that we don't have to learn Urdu in schools because anyhow we'll learn Quran, and with that we will learn Urdu. But I don't think that is the correct logic, because when I look at me, from the beginning, when I was a child, studying in 3rd or 4th standard, I used to read Urdu very fast. But till now, I cannot read Arabic very fast. Like, sorry about that. I'm not proud about that, but this is my reality. What I'm trying to say is there are 2 different languages, English and Urdu. And ये बात मुझे उर्दू में कहनी चाहिए. मेरा आप तमाम से सवाल है कि अगर हम उर्दू नहीं पढ़ेंगे, हम उर्दू रस्मुल खत या हम उर्दू स्क्रिप्ट नहीं सीखेंगे, तो फिर कौन पढ़ेगा, कौन सीखेगा? तो मैं जो book, when I was talking about that speedily English speaking course, that was not Roman, it was in Urdu. And शायद आज ये ज़रूरी भी है. और रोमन से मुझे याद आया, एक बात मैं डॉक्टर सादिक़ा के बारे में कहना भूल गया था कि उन्होंने एक बहुत अच्छी कुरान छापी है या छापने के मरहले से गुजर रही है. वो एक बहुत ही इंग्लिश, वो एक कलर टेक्निक के साथ कुरान मजीद है, और उसमें अगर आप अरबी नहीं भी जानते हैं तो आप कुरान को वैसे समझ सकते हैं जैसे आप अरबी का हैं, क्योंकि उसमें जो कलर टेक्निक दी गई है, अगर आप चाहें तो उस बारे में कुछ और वजाहत कर सकती हैं. आपने एक शायद 30वां पारा छापा है इसका, और अभी मुकम्मल कुरान मजीद कलर टेक्निक के साथ छापने के अमल से आप गुजर रही है. ये भी एक आपका बहुत बड़ा कारनामा है, और आप ये इंडिविजुअली कर रही हैं, आप किसी इदारे से वाबस्ता नहीं है. अपने खर्च से आप कुरान मजीद को समझाने का काम कर रही है जदीद टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ. मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप तालियों की गूंज में उनके काम की सराहना करें. And in your speech you were talking about giving importance of reading comics and all in English. That will help you a lot, because when I learned English, I started with small English story books. And when I started understanding the jokes of English, I thought that I know some English now. So this was my criteria. Anyway, those things, when I was, when she was talking, these things crossed into my mind. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak again. Thank you.
Sir, for the specious words. It was so inspiring for me as well as all of us. Thank you, sir.
And now it's time to give away the memento and bouquet to our chief guest and honorable guest, Shabbir Mohammed, for presenting self-introduction. My name is Syed Shabbir Mohammed. I am from class 8. Today I am presenting on self-introduction. Myself, Syed Shabbir Mohammed. I am 13 years old and in grade 8. I was born and brought up in Hyderabad. I live in Malakpet. I study in Down High School. I enjoy learning about English language and aspire to achieve international scholarship because English is the international language spoken around 150 countries. I have 2 siblings. My hobbies are playing cricket. My favorite subject is English, as I already said. My favorite teacher is Asma Katramis, who is a Telugu and mathematics teacher. My favorite sport is cricket. I want to go to London. I spend my leisure time playing games or reading books. I want to become a software engineer. My ideal personality is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My best friend is Sharif. Thank you.
Sir, for always appreciating all of our efforts in English language as well as in every other field. What as we people have yesterday went for the English and as well as the science program, and we people got awarded with the first prize at district level. Apart from that, we people have also participated in WRO, which got started a year back from the TOS Foundation, and we people got the 5th position from overall 172 schools around the country, India as well as the world, and our school got the 5th position. It will be a bit difficult for me to present a lesson now. Okay, intonation. No, I don't want. Intonations are a very important part of the English language. This helps us understand the question as well as the answer. Like question tags as well as how to give an answer. Whether the answer is being given in a polite tone or it should be given in a rising tone. So there are different tones being spoken in the English language. While we ask for a question to somebody, we rise our tone and we people ask the question. Like I'll be asking my student, what was the homework given to you people for yesterday? Okay, and all my children sitting in the classroom, 1 or 2 will be standing and giving me the answer in the falling tone. So intonation is a very important topic about English, and in that we people mostly talk about the rising tone as well as the falling tone. So rising tone actually comes for the question and falling tone comes actually for the answer.
Now I would like to call Mohammed Ajmal UddinHassan on the stage for presenting the topic punctuation marks. Give a huge round of applause.
From this book.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Phrases and to indicate how the text should be read. They help make writing easier. There are 16 punctuation marks. Full stop, question marks, exclamation marks, hyphens, brackets, braces, apostrophes, etc. Now let me give you a short detail about some of the punctuation marks. Full stop. It is used when a sentence is completed with full meaning. For example, the cat ran under the fence. Next, question mark. A question mark also ends a sentence. However, it ends a sentence that is a direct question. Generally, it begins with why, who, which, whom, whose, etc. For example, how do you do? Exclamation mark. It is used to express some sudden feelings or emotions. For example, hurrah, we won the match. Next, commas. Commas are used to indicate pause into a sentence. The purpose is generally to separate ideas, phrases, and to change the topic. Example, I like to eat ice creams, chocos, or biscuits. Next, hyphen. Hyphen is used to add 2 or more words to make it compound word. For example, cooperate. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Mohammed Umar from grade 8th.
Everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Respected principal sir and all the guests, teachers and dear my friends. We are very grateful here for the exceptional English language program had conducted today. Your dedication and expertise has significantly enhanced our language skills. Thank you to Mr. AkbarAli Khan sir for your engaging sessions, valuable feedback and unwavering support. We also appreciate our management support. We also appreciate our management efforts for providing this opportunity, ensuring a seamless experience and fostering a supportive environment. Thank you.